Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
How many training points?
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, yeah.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Oh, okay.
And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go.
Tempo.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Don't take forever, okay?
You said don't take forever, okay.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for
Somebody,
it predictably, at least somewhat predictably.
one
It
of the,
doesn't pay off. And the
somebody said
Falcons
don't
will
take
take
forever,
control
okay.
of the football in great field position.
One of the players did. I don't know who did.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
14, run it. Right, look, you lady. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
They go play action now. Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Get him. There you go.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Bruce Smith in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
Wrapped up at
now
the
that they're
same
0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head
Oh,
coach
the
might
sack.
say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Vic on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court
hitting.
defensive basketball team. Every
Knocking
time a
the ball
pass is
loose.
thrown,
I'm gonna have to
they're
catch-
right
I'm gonna have to
there
go
against
for
the good
possession
defensive
catch.
position, able to affect the play.
On third down, Vic. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football first and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
How many going?
And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. On second down, Wilson.
Oh, almost got that.
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys
2
will
minutes
take
and
over
24 seconds
at
in
the
the fourth
30-yard
quarter.
line.
I mean, in the second quarter.
When I see a play like
No,
that,
sorry,
I
second
come
quarter.
back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth
He gonna pause the game.
it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either
He
take the
tried to see
hit,
if he was gonna let him punt.
and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Le'Veon
Falcons.
Zeke it up.
Le'Veon Bell, 30 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked.
It's a good
well
defensive
run,
game, so
end
he
result,
might quit.
6
Since I
points.
scored.
Touchdown.
If I stop him,
Boswell good with the
if I stop
extra
him
point,
again,
and it's now a
he gonna
7-0
quit.
game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go. Go. Green 80.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
That is
Falcons
one
get
off
there
the
for
blitz.
sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions,
Hit
find
that
someone to get rid
Lattimore
of
off the
football
blitz
before he
on the
knew it, he was
corner.
on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Green 80. Shotgun.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh,
Trying for
that's what I'm
It's
talking about, baby.
intercepted. Picked up
Jalen
by
Ramsey with the
Jalen
pick
Ramsey.
on the
And that's a
outside.
great example of ball skills right
He
there,
overthrew
partner.
it,
You
so
and I
Jalen
do a lot
Ramsey
of
picked it
games, and I
off.
can't tell you how many guys
Right.
look to run with the football before they've intercepted it.
almost woke up.
So that's a nice job of
Lay down,
focusing on the
brother.
task
Lay
at
down.
hand and coming away with the interception.
White 20. White 24. Hit it. White 20.
Now Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He was
They'll
what?
wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, really?
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
White 27.
Play action now, Vic. Then he's got the
Get up.
completion
Get
to
up.
Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of
I had
elite
a
arm
touchdown,
strength
too.
and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But
I
it's
had
the
a
way that he
touchdown, I hit
throws
the
the ball.
possession
So
catch, and that nigga
compact.
fell.
Yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he gets in. Touchdown,
Oh,
Atlanta.
yeah, he got to quit.
Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Hey, let him
And that'll
go.
give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
This the
They'll
first
bring
game
it
out.
back
Should
to
have
just
some
about
good
the
running
25,
on.
call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sending that blitz.
C.J. Mosley, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Wilson under
Back
pressure
again.
again, and down he goes again.
Coming with that blitz. Gone everywhere.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a give to Bell running left. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, let's go!
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Hey, lights out, lights out! Check, Mike!
Black over! Right towards that! Right towards that!
They'll try to throw it here. Vick rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Live to fight
Now
another
it's
day.
3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of
third quarter,
scrimmage.
2 minutes
And they
left.
want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Alpha, Alpha, let's go. Release it! Release it!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That was second down throw for Vick. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. That's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
I got to watch it.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Here's Michael Vick. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And a loose football.
He gonna quit now. I hit that again.
Great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I haven't quit yet.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
This is Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard that brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Lets this one rip toward Graham.
Nope.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I thought he was good.
I think that